marrying Jason Biggs after all these years in the movies, but she's currently planning her own wedding as well.
I am indeed. In fact, I am getting huge brownie points for being on the show today because my future father-in-law is a huge fan.
No?
really?
Yeah, this is his favorite show.
Oh, what's his name?
Gerald.
Hey, Gerald. It's us.
He is a farmer, and he, like, you know, gets off his tractor and runs in to watch the show.
Man of the soil.
Isn't that cute? I love that.
Where does he live?
Yeah, in Maryland.
And he's a farmer in Maryland?
Yes.
Well, that's nice to know.
And so does your fiance have a green thumb also? Can he, like, grow things?
Well, yes, I hope so. He's been, yeah, we've been growing these little trees that we bought on our trip to Seattle once. And they're in these little jars, and he waters them all the time.
And they're going to eventually be big trees?
Yes, hopefully.
Which one do you think he is? Do you know which one he is?
I'm not sure, no. I think
Well,
he's
now,
that
wait,
one.
excuse me, but if you were marrying,
Right.
if you were Alyson Hannigan, which of these two guys would you marry?
Well, they're both cute.
I know that. Which one?
Probably marry
And
him.
that's the one she's going to
Because
marry.
he's young. Younger.
Alexis Denisov.
Yes.
Sounds like an ambassador, a diplomat somewhere. You know what that name?
That's what people
But he's
say.
an actor too, right?
He is.
Currently on Angel?
Angel.
Oh, right, of
Which
course.
is the spin-off to Buffy.
How'd you meet him?
He was originally on Buffy as a recurring character. That
One
is
of
in
those
fact
Showtime romances, huh?
Well, no, he wouldn't date me. Because I had an immediate crush on him,
Right.
and I was like, okay, let's date. And he's like, no, we can't date because we're working together, and blah, blah, blah. And so, yeah.
Sorry, I think he had the right idea. That's
Whatever.
exactly what I told her.
So you had them write a spin-off then. So he told you about the spin-off.
Like, just go do something else then. No, we just became immediate friends, and then a year and a half later, it was just, I mean, we had always been very flirtatious, but then it was just too much. I'm like, okay, we have to date.
So now it's going to happen. When is it going to happen? Can you set the date?
Later this year.
Later this year. And when
Yes.
you have your little 2-year-old, will you feed him yourself?
Sure.
Sorry, Regis. You hire a wedding planner, or are you doing everything yourself?
No, I would like to just show up and have it happen.
Sure, that's the way to do it.
Because I can't like, I've seen the path of becoming completely obsessed and never, like, seeing the light of day, only seeing wedding. And I can't go that way because
Right.
it'll always lead to
You're
disappointment.
doing the right thing. Absolutely. Shall we take a look at the way you exchanged your vows in American Wedding?
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Here we go.
I had trouble finding the words to tell you how I feel. And I realized something. Love isn't just a feeling. Love is something you do. It's a dress, a visit to band camp, a special haircut. Jim, you've given me everything I've ever wanted. And it is my solemn vow to give everything I am to you.
A tender moment in American Wedding. Very nice.
Can you believe how your phrase this one time at band camp has become like the theme for the world?
I know. The other day I was actually walking down the street and I heard a little kid say it, and I was like, oh my gosh, that kid is way too young to have seen these movies. And then he wasn't at all. He was just talking like that. It's really funny.
Well, we have Stifley here on Monday. Are we in trouble?
No, he is charming.
You know, Jason Biggs, what did we say? He was here yesterday, right? Yeah, he was here yesterday, and we talked about the sequel to, Down the Line.
Yes.
And he made a little joke.
I know what that joke
Some women
is.
got offended by that.
Yes, he made that joke. Like, the entire press junket, he wants to do American Mistress.
Yeah.
Right. And I've heard that joke about 812 times.
That's right. Remember he said, don't tell Alyson.
Yeah. No, because I get very offended. And I'm like, why can't it just be American Affair and Michelle runs off if you want to, like, destroy our wedding?
Whatever. American Wedding opens tomorrow. Thank you, Alyson. Thanks very much. Bye, Gerald. Take care. We'll be right back in case you know.